We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Football Team. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Carson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. He finds Smith out of the backfield.
The pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
16 yards.
16 yards, a first down.
Eagles.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Eagles.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Eagles 14, Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're...
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and
this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Clock will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. off of play action. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
For the point after.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Eagles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is all the way up past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Locke trying again after the pick-6. Rolling to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Well, this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. On play action, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the extra point.
So now 2 pick-6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you see...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To number 22. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Josiah DeGuara, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before half for Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
The extra point is...
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st down, Philadelphia.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
On the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Washington 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilkins. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Throwing on first down is Locke. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
53, Mike 53. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Locke looks to throw it again. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
24.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ben Banigou providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Funches with a catch over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Corey Willis gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
43-yard line.
Block now on first down. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go, let's go. Go! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go!
Now Locke. Got to have this one. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Block off of play action. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Eagles 52, Washington 31. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.